Hello, Reliving the Extreme listeners. Do you enjoy this podcast? Well, obviously you do because you're listening. If you enjoy this podcast and you shop on Amazon, why not wrap that all into one and give our podcast a little bit of support? All you have to do is when you want to shop on Amazon, instead of going to Amazon.com, go to www.tinyurl.com/extreme Amazon. By going there to do your Amazon shopping, you don't spend anything extra, and what it does is it throws a little commission our way here just to support the podcast. So, like I said, if you like to shop on Amazon and you are a fan of this podcast and want to throw us some support, we appreciate it. That is www.tinyurl.com/extreme Amazon. Now, let's relive the extreme. This week on Reliving the Extreme, we are continuing our couple of week hiatus of doing show reviews this week. Nate Maxon, your host, here with you. But what I have for you, and it won't take too much of your time to listen to this week, is, when we record the podcast, there's things we talk about before we start the show, after we start the show, and sometimes these outtakes are things that Aaron and Chad think that I should maybe share with the public. Even though I had to maybe edit some things out of them. That's what I'm going to present to you this week on Reliving the Extreme. We'll call it like a before and after the bell episode of the show. Some outtakes from some episodes of Reliving the Extreme where we discuss whatever we're not talking about on the show. Maybe Vern Gagne being a serial killer. Maybe Aaron and Chad talking about trading wrestling tapes, etc. Lots of things we discuss that don't make the cut for the show. So this week, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to present you with some outtakes, I guess we'll call them, before and after the bell for Reliving the Extreme. And we will be back next week to our reviews of ECW programming. So after this week, you will be back to Reliving the Extreme. Some big things coming for the show, too. We're lining up some guests. So stay tuned. And here you go, right here, outtakes from Reliving the Extreme episodes. I present those to you this week, and again, we will see you next week, back 100%, doing our show reviews. Our hiatus is over, but enjoy these outtakes, folks.
Continental Championship Wrestling?
Yeah, it's like a 5-pack, and it says there's like fucking 15 hours worth of shit on there. I bought a bunch of shit, because there's no network, basically. So, yeah, I bought a bunch of Ron Fuller stuff.
Wow. Mark.
Well, I got to watch something.
You don't have Continental?
I do now.
All right. I'm gonna have to send you what? Do you not have the Bob Armstrong heel turn?
It might be on this DVD. I don't know.
Well,
There's like,
Aaron, how about you don't talk to me until you've seen the Bob Armstrong heel turn? I mean,
right.
Come on. It's the greatest thing in pro wrestling history. It's better than, I don't know, whatever you think's good. It's better than that.
I mean, I've heard it talked about. I've just never seen it. Like I said, it might be on this DVD. This DVD pack has like 6 DVDs in it, so I'm sure it's probably in there. I just haven't physically seen it.
And it's all Continental?
Yeah.
It might be Southeastern then.
I'm just saying, I got this thing that it says it's all Continental, and then there's Southwestern Championship Wrestling, and then some Superstars of Wrestling thing that it's a bunch of shit.
God. If YouTube it, the Bob Armstrong heel turn in Alabama. Nate, did you ever see it?
I've never seen it, no. I've heard about it.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest heel turn I've ever seen. In 40-some years of being a pro wrestling fan, it's the greatest heel. He grew a mustache and started smoking cigarettes. like on TV. Like it's the greatest heel turn.
Yeah, I heard Ron Fuller talk about it, but I've never actually seen it with my own eyes. No, I've never seen it.
I know I have it, and I love it when he shows up with the big bushy mustache and he's smoking the cigarette, and I'm just like, that's not Bob Armstrong, man. That's not, and he was only heel for like, I don't know, 4 weeks before, you know how they do it, right?
Yeah.
He ended up getting fucked by Fuller, whatever, and he turned, whatever. But him on TV with the cigarette and the mustache was like, it's Bob Armstrong. It was like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm like, that's the greatest heel turn in the whole entire business.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard Fuller talk about it, but I've never seen it. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. I'm gonna have to look it up now and see. But yeah, I heard he had the mustache and started smoking the cigarettes and everything. And,
right on TV.
Yeah.
he's out there with Charlie Black. Yeah, Charlie, I'm defending my Continental title against him, whatever. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
That's not Bob Armstrong.
Dude, that shit was like, Continental to me was like, fuck, I don't know. That was like gold because when I was a kid, I discovered Georgia before I discovered anything else. And then I discovered Southwest because of cable.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, my whole entire world is fucked up at this point. And then when I discovered everything else, I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck, WWE? Well, I don't even know what they're doing. Andre's got some he's putting his ass in the corner of Butcher Rashawn. I don't know what's going on. And who are these ladies? Fuck that, man.
Yeah, that's one, like I said before, that's one promotion that, to be honest, I want to see more of that I haven't seen enough of is Continental. I just haven't seen a lot of it in my days. But ever since I hear you talk about it, and I'm like, God, I want to see this shit.
Dude, Continental is great. Like, you can find it on YouTube because I'm not even sure, but I think I sent it to Roy. And I think Roy uploaded it. Check out the first Continental show when it changed from Southeastern to Continental. That's when Gilbert took over the booking of it. And for Gilbert to take over the booking, he destroyed the whole entire backdrop. Like his whole angle was get rid of the whole entire backdrop.
Okay.
And do a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a deal where Dirty White Girl comes out and she had a black eye and she was saying that White Boy hit her.
Yeah, I want to talk to Tom. I've seen that.
Yeah. That's the first Continental show. When he hangs the fucking Tom, when White Boy takes Tom down to the ring and he hangs him, that motherfucker, that wasn't a work hang. Like he put that noose around his neck, and when he put it on him, there wasn't nowhere for him to go. Like he was like hanging off the apron, and you could see his feet were like 4 or 5 inches off the floor, kind of thing. And he's just laying there like, "Get me the fuck out of here!" I'm pretty sure he was yelling, "Get me the fuck out of here!"
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think he was yelling. But that's the kind of shit you had in Continental. It was weekly angles. It was weekly hot shots because they ran weekly towns.
Mm-hmm.
So, and one of the good things was they would never tell you, how do I say this? When a title would change, it's like Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
When a title would change, they would change it in every town.
Okay, yeah.
Because
yeah.
the TV was a week behind.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't know the title changed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they did the same thing. And it's like the travel was 120 miles. You know? And
Yeah,
Pensacola, like right down in
Right.
there. Fuck that, man. Who wouldn't want to work that nonsense?
Yeah, I was gonna say what a cake territory. As far as travel goes, anyway.
Yeah. But if you ever wanted to do a Southeast thing, dude, I love my Southeastern shit.
We can do that too. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, as soon as I get the Portland stuff, I'll start watching it, and then we can take off with it.
I was thinking we'll start off with a live wire from like 96. What do you think, Aaron?
Vic
right.
Venom.
A live
Vic,
wire?
Vic Venom.
Yeah.
What do you
Vic
think?
Venom, Jim
looking
Ross,
at it
and
right
Todd
now.
Pettengill. There's a
That
lot
one,
of
right?
fucking.
Todd Pettengill. Dude,
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter.
I like Todd. I think Todd got a bad rap.
I don't think he's still alive.
I think he's still alive.
But I follow him on Twitter. That's right.
Sorry, my
Alright.
tape list sucked, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's all I
big deal.
got. There's just one box.
There's probably a couple on there that I might need. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But like I said, if you send them to me and they're your tapes, I'll do them for you.
All right.
You know, because you have sentimental value. Well, you know,
Yeah.
Capital Carnage. How old were you when you watched that? And you're like, yeah, I don't know what it was, Sting or whatever, and you're going banana over it.
I was probably, I don't know, 15. I don't know if I was 15 when Capital Carnage came. When was Capital Carnage?
Was it 89?
Well, no, that was a.
Yeah,
was,
I think it was 89, wasn't it?
Oh, you're talking about the WWF Capital Carnage?
Yeah.
That was 98, I think.
Yeah, so it would have been like 14,
so you were
15.
smart enough then.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking of Capital Combat. That's what.
Yeah.
Wrong event.
Oh,
I'll shut
RoboCop.
up. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that, man. Just send them to me. I'll make copies for you, and I'll give you the tapes back. You can just do whatever you want. You can bury them, whatever.
Sorry, I'm
Hang
not
on
as
a second.
old as you guys.
Not me. Dude, I'm almost old enough that I could have worked in the AWA. Fuck.
Larry Winters worked in the AWA. Did you guys see that video?
Exactly.
Dude posted a video of Larry Winters.
Is only like 3 years older than me.
Yeah. Chad Austin versus, what is it, Jake the Milkman Millman? Was that his name?
I would have loved that. But now, my new favorite guy is Tom Rocky Stone.
Tom Rocky Stone. I've heard that name before. I don't know if I've ever seen him.
Well, he had a jacket. You had to remember. Yeah, you know, exactly. A lot of guys didn't even have that. But he had a jacket on so that when he did his pose, you know, the classic, yeah, and he took his jacket off. You were supposed to think that he's somebody. And then all of a sudden, Greg Gagne hits the ring. and you still wonder, I wonder who's going to win this match.
Shane
Nick Goulas' kid? Or Greg Gagne?
All right.
The triple threat put fucking Eric Watts in there.
Oof.
The what?
Aaron said the triple threat put Eric Watts in there.
Oh, no, I'm not. Why? I think Eric Watts is what drove Bill Watts to insanity. It's why he fucking shouted out about Hank Aaron and shit.
I gotta get out. Gotta get out of here. I can't butt my kid no more.
Yeah, this fucking kid can't do shit. I mean, we
now,
booked.
Now I know how Mosca felt.
Yeah, and even worse. Well, not worse, but just as bad. What about Ole's kid? We sent him to Smoky Mountain, and Jim Cornette couldn't get him over. For goddamn, if this guy can't get Ole Anderson's son over as Hook, let's say Hook, and he's a shooter. Hook is a shooter who, by the way, throws the worst kicks in the business at this point in his career. Yeah, but if he couldn't do that, like, what was the sense?
Ridiculous. They can't all be Randy Orton, I guess.
Well, I don't know what you guys thought about this show, but I got a lot of notes, and they're probably not that fucking fantastic. It's 2 pages of me going, I think what the fuck's probably on here 7, 8, 9. Hold on, I'm looking. 10. There's 12 right here. It's 3/4 down the first page. And I got to turn the page over here. There's at least 2 on this page.
But yeah, Vern Gagne really did kill a guy.
Are you still looking it up? How about this? I don't give a fuck. Vern Gagne could have killed 10 people.
I was off by a year. I said
serial killer Vern Gagne. That's a great gimmick.
The fucking Strangler. The Minnesota Strangler. Running around,
I was off.
grabbing everybody like he's fucking Danny Hyde with apples.
I was off. I was off by a year. I said 2010. It was 2009 that Vern Gagne killed a guy. The guy he killed's name was Helmut Gutman.
I'm sure it was.
It was here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what his family told him the name was. Helmut Gutman. That's his name.
Reliving the Extreme is a production of Maxing Out Media. All rights reserved.